Good day and welcome to a rather unusual video. It's an unboxing of a new camera. It's the Panasonic GH5s, which is different from our previous one, and we'll show you why now.
Yes!
Let's unbox this bad boy. This is the first time we've opened it. Oh, it's fresh. Jesus!
That's a lot of manuals.
It's got a manual for every single language there. Now to unveil the body. Oh, it's all wrapped up, it's dressed.
Oh, the button, the record button's different.
It is, that's kind of the main visual difference there.
I mean, we can do a direct comparison if you wish.
If we stand them next to one another, it's almost a carbon copy. It's a little bit lighter. It is lighter, I think, because they've taken out some of the mechanics on the inside, which is a dual IS. They've taken that out in this one.
What? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was like,
So basically, inside this one, you've got a stabilizer that stabilizes the sensor on the front there. In this one, it's taken away for, I'm guessing, weight and size reasons.
Quick weight comparison of the two models. This is the original GH5, coming in at 725 grams. And this is the new GH5s without the internal image stabilization system. 661 grams. So it is a fair bit lighter.
59 grams.
Quick maths.
It's mainly for video use. So there is a downgrade in the megapixels.
The reason for the downgrade of megapixels is so that it can do low light better. And we'll test that now. Whipping a battery in. Hopefully it's got some juice.
So it's got, I mean, if you've seen the GH5 before, it's physically the same.
A bit of red trim here.
It's a little bit lighter, but that's it.
So the GH5 had the Vlog L option. You had to spend £80 for a key to unlock that ability in the camera. The good thing about the GH5s is it comes with it in the box or straight out of the box. Je m'appelle.
Make direct comparisons between the languages.
Je m'appelle Christian.
I
don't know why I'm in this video.
George Foreman.
Right, we've got the GH5, the GH5s next to each other. What we're going to do, we've got them set at f-stop 4 with the
60 shutter,
60 shutter speed and 6400 ISO. That's getting close to the top end of the GH5. We're going to film our subject here and slowly dim the lights, and so that we can look at how grainy it gets and how much better the GH5s performs as the lights go down. We are currently at 6400 ISO. Let's start dimming.
Worth mentioning this is done in 4K 60. 60 frames will probably mean it needs a bit more light normally. So this is the test. We'll see. Still a sexual vibe going on, Trop. I can still see you.
Let's bump. Do you want to bump the ISO up a bit here? So let's take the ISO of the GH5 up to its full potential.
Full potential.
Yeah, 12,800 for the GH5.
Okay, yeah.
So this is now the top end of the GH5's ISO, 12,800. Still looking pretty good. A bit underexposed, but let's bring the lights further down.
How's it looking?
Well, not looking as sexy as before, Trop.
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, in this scenario, we'll bolster the, there we go, I mean, it's grainy. We're looking at 204,800 ISO for that one. I think very kind of grayscale, very grainy all across the board. Pretty unusable, but it shows you what is possible when you're out hunting for badgers. So yeah, that's a good example of the two different types of sensors on these cameras. And one of the main reasons we upgraded, because we do a lot of nighttime stuff, dogging, a lot of sexual things.
Yeah, so we do shoot a lot of low light stuff when we're out and about, especially for vlogs and things like that. We feel like having the better low light performance is going to help us a lot, even on like conventions and stuff, right?
Well, that's it. In general, like, we don't take loads of lights around with us. We don't light our scenes and stuff. So yeah, this camera's ideal, really. And the difference between the A7, is it A7S2? And that's got an impressive sensor on it, and it's a full frame sensor, which gives it an even better advantage. That is a lot more expensive, but also it is smaller. But the screen is on the back, which makes it harder to actually do like any kind of very quick style. Oh look, we're doing this, we're out and about. that's not there, so you've got to then get a rig with a screen, and it's just so
it's a lot more practical.
It's a lot more
for
practical for what we use it for. Also, we've got the lenses for the previous GH5, so it all works together.
This is like a rough test. We're not very good at doing these things, obviously. Hopefully it's useful to the camera buffs out there. I know our audience is probably thinking like, what is this? But we wanted to show you more of our kit and how we capture things, so there's going to be more videos coming up for stuff like that.
Also, for the lens we're using on both these tests, it's the 8-18mm Panasonic, I think it's a Leica lens, Leica, wide angle. And the good thing about this sensor, it has a, I guess, a bigger crop factor, so you can actually see a lot more than you did on the previous one, which is ideal, really. Again, as we do a lot of vlogging, it's much easier to just hold it here rather than getting a rig and then...
Yeah, it allows the camera to be closer to your subject because it captures a wider field of view.
So you can fit a lot more in the sensor, which is good.
Yeah, like I said, we're not experts at this. We kind of just wanted to show you. We're very excited about it, and we just wanted to see if we could do something. We're one of the first people we know to have
Bristol,
one of these cameras. We literally bought it an hour as it came into stock at our local Bristol camera shop. Hopefully this is interesting. Might not be. It's something we like.
But next week we want to do kind of a kit video, so we can show you all the other stuff we use. So we got a drone, we got new drone goggles.
Yeah,
we've got new gimbal
goggles. Oh, we've got an awesome gimbal.
So we're going to try and find somewhere decent to go and show you some of this kit in action.
Yeah.
So if you've got any ideas or things you want to know how we do it in our vlogs and stuff, comment below.
But yeah, we'll find some. Let's do a ridiculously epic, like
it should,
super, stabilized. Get Craig running in front of our car.
Yeah, we should really test
Brushing
it.
his hands through a wheat field.
Yeah. So if you've got ideas or things you want to know about, then ask below.
Haphazard tech reviews with Hat Films.
What does this do?
Oh God.
That's a different.
Is this for all three of us?
Altogether.
This one definitely is. Come on, boys.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't reach that high.
I think we've made that joke before.
We have, yeah.
That's fine.
It's another Hat Films trope. Repetitive jokes. Bye.
Bye.